Live on the social media platforms. Thank you very much for joining us. We've got our cyclists in the middle of our 35, 70 and 100 mile rides here in Leicester as we set off from Waltham in the Wolds. And we also have people cycling virtually from all around the world. We touched base a little bit earlier on with where did we go? Naples, I think we went. We also went to, forgive me, I've got stickers everywhere. We're in the Middle East, and I've seen pictures from Lossiemouth. We've also seen people from RAF Gibraltar as well. Now, coming up for you in this hour, we will be doing, forgive me, this is absolutely shocking. My thing seems to have skipped. Here we go. Da, 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 da. This is how you know it's live. Here, I'll tell you something. I'm just going to introduce you to the wonderful Pembers. Pembers, do you want to grab your mic a sec? You can help me fill some time. Do apologise. The bit earlier was much better. Pembers, tell me a little bit about. Sorry, I've just rocked the whole trailer. Tell me a little bit about what you've been up to, because you're part of Quarantine, who have been doing a 24-hour relay.
Yeah. So Gary Waterfall, who's been organising the whole thing. Then he had a team of 16, and we were the Quarantine last year who did the virtual ride last year, 100 miles on the turbo trainers. So he expanded the team this year, and we've split into teams of 4, so 4 teams of 4. We set off teams 1 and 2 from Waddington yesterday, cycled down to Waltham on the Wolds, and then we've rotated the teams throughout the night. So I did 11:30 last night till 2 in the morning, and then early this morning the last 35. So we've done 104 miles, but over a 24-hour period. And then I've got 40 minutes, and then we're going to go out and meet teams 3 and 4 and all come back, all 16 together. Well, so a bit of a twist.
A bit of a twist. But yeah. I need you in the meantime. But just before you completely disappear, we're going to go over somewhere in the world, I believe, to meet the wonderful John Gorman, who we'll be speaking to in a little moment. First, fingers crossed. Can you hear us, Nevada?
We can hear you.
Hello, Team Nevada. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're tired. We're 11 hours in now. The sun's about to rise over there, and we watched it go down over there 11 hours ago, and we've been riding through the night. So we've got some of the riders here from the 39ers team. We've got Billy, Mikey, Craig, Lucy, and James. Those are 5 and 6 or so, 12 riders altogether. We've done 693 miles through the night. We've got another 13 hours to go and another 18 riders set up for the daytime.
So I'm really pleased that you and your riders have been able to take probably a well-earned break. I'm not going to underestimate it. You've been riding throughout the night, as you've mentioned. How many more miles are you and your team going to be going when you resume in just a moment?
So we've got about an hour to go. There's a few of us that want to make our 100-mile milestone. So we'll do as many as we can until it gets too hot. So in about an hour or so, it will be probably too hot to continue. When we started off last night, it was 43 degrees C. It didn't drop below 40 until about midnight, and it's now about 28, so it's balmy. But it'll be cranking up again pretty soon. So we'll do as much as we can until it gets too hot.
Now, forgive me, how are you coping with a drop in the overnight heat in the desert to the rise that you're focusing on now? Because, I mean, that's your 25-odd degree difference you've got dealing with there.
Yeah, true. I suppose the way we regulated our temperature just about half an hour ago was with a really cold beer, because we just happened to pass Al's Garage Tavern just down the road over there at the point where we made a big milestone, and the barman wanted to buy us some free drinks. So we thought it would be rude to not take them. That's how we're regulating our temperature. Thanks.
I love it. That's some thinking outside of the box. Dare I ask, what were your free drinks?
We just had a big jug of cold lager, which went down like nectar after drinking about 15 litres of Gatorade all night.
So, Wing Commander Fred Wigglesworth, you are... I mean, could we compare the jug of lager to a jug of sangria? Is it better, more refreshing?
I
like how you just looked back on your team just then as well. You're like, you all look refreshed.
Right. Hands up for sangria. Hands up for a cold lager. There you go. There you have it.
Unanimous.
There I have it. Nobody wanted sangria. They've all gone for the lager. What does the RAF Association mean to you? Because you're taking part in this phenomenal 24-hour challenge. What does the association mean to you?
So, do you know, I think what the most important thing is it's about community and family and supporting those that support us. Whether we're serving right now or whether it's people who've served in the past. It's knowing that there's a caring arm that we put around us and our families when they really need it. That's what it means to us, and that's why we're supporting this charity. We're also trying to support a local charity here in light of the fact that we're here in the US. So we're doing a separate collection via a silent auction for the US Folded Flag Foundation, which is similar to the Royal Air Force Association cause, and we feel quite strongly about both of those. But that's what it means to us: supporting family and supporting veterans, and really promoting that community.
We'll be looking at some fantastic footage of the efforts that you guys have put in. We've got some drone footage to look at in just a moment. But you've mentioned that it's 6 a.m. You've shared some lager. What's on the breakfast menu? Not a liquid breakfast, I hope.
That was breakfast.
That was breakfast. Okay, I'm firmly put back in my box.
To be honest, we've had a really good, amazing support team dotted up and down the desert here, and they've been feeding us with sandwiches, with energy bars, with cookies, with muffins, and all sorts. So we really, honestly, don't need any food right now.
You're firmly refusing the food. I'm very proud of that. 39 Squadron, thank you very, very much. Also, Wing Commander Fred Wigglesworth, thank you so much for taking time out of your cycling schedule. I wish you and everybody watching at home right now and everybody cycling along too, wish you the very best of luck as you continue on the rest of your trail. Thank you very much. Do you want to just give us one final cheer and goodbye from Las Vegas?
Yeah. Just love to say well done to all of the teams all over the world. What a fantastic effort. What an awesome cause. We're just proud to be part of it. So go Rapper.
Woohoo! Fantastic work. Thanks a lot, guys. And great to see 39 Squadron in action. Now, earlier on, we received some footage which was shot on drone, which hopefully we'll be able to load in just a little second. And you'll be able to see just some absolutely beautiful scenic views, which should be loading about now. That's fine. The thing just disappeared, that was all. Look at this. Absolutely stunning. And the team from 39 Squadron battling 3 degrees at night as they cycle through the nights, and mid to late 20s as they cycle through the day. Looks absolutely beautiful. Fantastic footage. And we'll be speaking to, we'll be seeing more footage a little bit later on as we take a peek into Akrotiri, Waddington, and there was a rave. No, you didn't mishear me. There was actually a rave that happened a little bit earlier on. Now, hopefully, we can take time to connect to somebody that we've already spoken to already. Another 24-hour cycle. We've seen some absolutely fantastic footage. Fingers crossed. 3 hours to go. Am I right in thinking?
Yes, 3 hours to go.
So, sorry, you've got 3 hours to go, did you say, John?
Yeah, that's right. So just under 3 hours to go. Just going through the 400-mile mark. So we'll see what we can squeeze out in that last 3 hours.
So you have, am I right in thinking it's a 500-mile challenge that you've embarked on? I mean, my maths is extremely poor, but I've got every bit of confidence. What team have you got supporting you over your last 100 miles?
To be honest, the support in Zwift has been fantastic from other Rapper riders. Teams from Saudi Arabia, to people in the Cotswolds, up north at BA Wharton. I've got the Falkland Islands with me at the moment, and they've all just been keeping me going.
Now, forgive me for asking about this. I think we may have a picture to share with you that came in a little bit earlier on. But can you just talk me through this Zwift? So, for anybody that doesn't quite know what it is it a social media for cycling?
Think of it as a computer game, but you connect your bike to a device that measures how much power you're producing in watts, and then it uses an algorithm to calculate how much speed that would give you. And then you cycle around virtual worlds with hundreds of other people all over the world doing the same thing.
Have you been able to change the scenery to, say, reflect the Falklands? Have you got a particular favourite that you get set?
We chose deliberately a little loop course so that people could come and go as they please and find everybody. So I've been going around the sort of same 20-mile loop for 21 hours. If I can, I have to say, 24 hours on a turbo is just crazy. We did 100 miles last year, and I take my hat off to you. That's just a brilliant effort. Thank you. There's been some dark moments throughout the night, and thankfully other Rapper riders have pulled me out of them.
How come you chose to do it on a turbo? How come you didn't want to take to the open road? I mean, 500 miles on the open road is absolutely mental, but have you got a preference over the two?
it was more when Rafa said that they were going global and that virtual was an option. I've gained a lot of community, certainly through the pandemic, using the virtual platform, and I just wanted to be there for people to, I guess, to be able to ride with, or engender some community as we all achieved our own goals for that collective let's cycle around the world.
So just give us a shout out of some of the supporters that you're cycling along with. Who are the current crew that you've got?
We've got Rupert Joel. Claire Muir was a big supporter throughout the night. We've had Group Captain Pete Dolby and his team from Saudi. So I think they've been the key players throughout the night. And Group Captain John Shields down in Alabama, he's been dipping in and out as well.
Does the names James Amore, I mean, I'm going off a Facebook name, but does James Amore ring a bell?
Yeah, I definitely saw him earlier on tonight.
Now, James Amore has shared a picture of us, which hopefully you'll be able to see on your screens in just a moment. So, James said that you were in Watopia this morning, along with Claire and, of course, you, John. Hopefully we can see image 4 just pop up on the screen now, and this will give us an insight as to what Zwift looks like. Look at that. Where are you on the screen on that?
We'll be the group of riders in the blue shirts.
Ah, okay. No, that's. I'm just impressed. It does look like a computer game. Just before we leave you to complete your final challenge, have you got any words of support for the other viewers that are joining us at the moment?
I think just this is such a fantastic cause to be able to do something to give back to the Royal Air Force Association. It's the comfort blanket that wraps itself around the Air Force family. And it's there, at that moment when you need that little bit of extra support, and just for all those other riders out there still riding, just keep pedaling, dig in, and we can crush this as a team.
Fantastic. John, it's been great to have you to join us. We will leave you with your pedal power for the next 90 minutes, and we'll check in with you again at 14:45 BST. Enjoy the rest of your ride. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And in our truly global connection, we leave John, and we also leave Nevada. There was no Elvis wedding, unfortunately, on video. And we zip our way from Leicester. Fingers crossed, we'll be going down to London in just a bit. First, though, let's talk through some of the photos that we have received. Now, this is something we've been encouraging you guys to do on our social media. We've got a hashtag, which is hashtag RafaRides2021. You can drop your comments in our Facebook page, RAF Association. Let's bring up some of the pictures that we've had come in so far today. Shout out here to Martin and Mal. Fundraising since the beginning of the year. They are exceptional fundraisers, and they're taking on their own challenge at the end of the month. So absolutely amazing work. Great to see you on screen, guys, and a big round of applause. Shout out to the Abbeywood Flyers as well. They're showing their medals, which we see on screen, after 100 miles on a static bike. Absolute perseverance going on there. Love it. Well done, guys. Let's meet the Burnham Soul Sisters. I love this. This is something that made me giggle. They're a group of cycling buddies who formed a group down south that were meant to be riding, and it turned into a pub crawl. I mean, yeah, I will happily join you. A well-deserved celebration on there. Nice to see there. A bit of a puncture on screen now. Yeah, a bit oops. But I'm sure all in very capable hands to get that fixed. Wonderful. And cheers. Look at that windmill. I don't know the next windmill from Adam, but look at that windmill. I see.
That was actually a cheeky coffee stop with my team about 5 miles from here.
So I'm in the local area and I still don't recognise the windmill.
Yeah, it's a good stop. Good cafe stop.
I did warn earlier that I'm useless with geography, so thanks for reinforcing that. Now, it is lunchtime across the United Kingdom. We've worked out it's breakfast in Nevada, and it seems quite fitting to welcome a celebrity chef to share a message of support. We heard from this wonderful gentleman earlier, Matt Tebber, famed for Saturday Kitchen, Food and Wrapped, one of my favourites. I won't gush too much, Matt, don't worry. And he's recently joined us as an ambassador for the Royal Air Forces Association. Truly wonderful to welcome Matt Tebber with us live. Hi, Matt.
How are you guys? Nice to see you.
Not too bad, thank you. How's London treating you down there?
It's very nice. The weather's good. The pub. This is the pub I'm about to go into. I have a nice cold iced cider sat there waiting for me. Can I just point out, Pembers used to be known as Graham back in the day. What's happened to Pembers?
I won't say what you were known as.
That's another story. Let's not talk about that. Close your legs on the sofa. It's not a great look.
Can I just say, Matt? Last time I saw you in 1996, you were outside a pub, so it's about the same thing.
I know how much I've changed in all those years. But anyway, how's it all going there?
Yeah, very good, Matt. How are you? Are you well? So
Yeah,
what did you
great, mate.
So what did you do for a career?
You're still a dick.
Yeah, apologies about that.
Sorry,
I mean, we're all about the camaraderie. Apologies if there are sensitive ears listening.
Sorry. Yeah, well, like I pointed out last night, I think you all pointed out to me that my flying was rather agricultural, so I got into food. So that's where I am now. Thank you for flagging that up.
It's absolutely brilliant that you're an ambassador for Rafa now. So that's fantastic news.
Honestly, I couldn't be happier. It's a great organisation, and the more I learn about it, what a fantastic thing you guys are doing this weekend. That's for sure.
Now, I'm sure you'll be breathing a sigh of relief, Matt, because you've recently invested in a static bike. Could you imagine taking on a 35, 70, 100-mile challenge with us today?
Yes, I would love to do that. I might need a bit more practice. Currently, I'm joining one of these, these online kind of things where there's an instructor shouting at you who's like super fit, and she just gets a little bit kind of overexcited. So I'm kind of working up to this level. But I forgot, actually, Graham, you used to do a lot of cycling, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yes, a little bit, Matt. Yeah. Have you still got your pub down in South Wales? The restaurant?
No. Long story short, no. We had it. We had it for about 15 years, and turns out TV's much more relaxing than running a restaurant.
I kept meaning to drop by. That's all, but I won't bother in that case.
But I'm still in that neck of the woods. Give me a call. It'd be lovely to see you after all these years.
Yeah, it'd be great to catch up.
It's always great to see you. That banana bread recipe was truly amazing, and you reminded our riders yesterday to load up on carbs. And we're entering our final push now, Matt, and I appreciate you have a cold one on tap, ready to go. So hopefully we won't keep you too much longer, but we're just looking for some words of wisdom, those final big words that
probably
you
go to someone else, I think.
You want to go to somebody else?
Words of wisdom.
See, I'm all for Matt.
Something more inspiring than how Graham and I talk to each other. Well, listen, I mean, like I said, I mean, what a fantastic thing to be doing, and it's lovely to see the whole kind of the RF community coming together and really supporting each other, and it's something that's missing, in outside life, that's for sure. So just keep on going. It is a brilliant thing what everyone's doing.
Fantastic. Thanks again, Matt. I'm sure we'll be seeing more from you across the Royal Air Forces Association network very, very soon. And I'm sure as you raised the glass to some of our riders yesterday, I'll raise the iPad and say cheers. And hopefully you can catch up with Pembers, also known as Graham. I'm presuming that's on your birth certificate.
It is, yeah. There we go. Matt, I'll be in touch. Catch up soon. Great to see you.
All right. Nice to see you. Take it easy, guys. Good luck with the rest of it.
Live from London, the latest Royal Air Forces Association ambassador, Matt Tebbott. And you can find out more about him by going to our website. Go to rafa.org.uk, where you can also find out more about some of the efforts that we are contributing to the Royal Air Forces Association community, embracing our entire family and all the efforts which your money is raising towards. And we see on the Rafa Rides Just Giving page right now, the total that was on a little while ago, because I know we're in excess of 80k. So sorry. Oh, my days. Thank you very much. I promise it's not Rona. I got tested. As you can see, you can donate at justgiving.com and search for Rafa Rides 2021. Now let's have a little look at some of the other exciting things that have happened around the world. Let's check in with the RAF Akrotiri lot first and see how their progress happened earlier on in the month.
Hi, I'm Wing Commander Al Rutledge, ACN Chair at RAF Akrotiri. I'm helping coordinate the British Forces Cyprus contribution to the Rafa 100 Global Challenge. I'm joined with 20 plus Army and Air Force cyclists from RAF Akrotiri, Calia, the British garrisons in Ionic, and together we're completing a 100 cycle, taking Mount Olympus, which is right in front of me on this. We've also back around 10,000 feet of climbing as well.
For you listening and watching along at home, you can hear my voice in crystal clear HD stereo quality, something that was not possible in the early 80s thanks to mono radio. We will hopefully be touching back in with the Akrotiri team. We'll also be meeting some of the team from Akrotiri and Waddington. Sorry, I'm stuck in Cyprus. I could never let those halloumi burgers go, really, or a good Keo. We'll also be going to Waddington from Bomber County and also Mali to check into. And please continue to send those messages of support. We'll be really pleased to read them along at the end of this session and also when we return at 14:45 BST. So as I mentioned, we're completely global. Rafa Rides 2021 goes global. Rafa Rides last year happened in October and was a completely virtual event due to the pandemic. And before that was 2019. But the guys are back out on their bikes, as we see from RAF Waddington. Was RAF Waddington's team starting the Rafa rides from earlier on this week. Now, don't forget that we've got several ride options available. We've got our 35-mile ride, which launched here from Waltham-on-the-Wolds in Leicester. I've been given a map. And as we've established, I don't know my Amaretti from Birmaretti. I've probably still said it wrong. But they've given me a map as if I know where our teams are going. So that's our 100-mile route. On our 30-mile route, they depart from Waltham-on-the-Wolds and they go east a bit to Buckminster. Please don't laugh, team. We've established I'm bad at everything. They drop down south and they go through Thermiston, Ottersmoor, all the way out to Langham before coming back up through Edmondsthorpe, Wymondham, and then back along the route that they've taken. That's a nice 35-mile route that's happening at the moment. We've also got the 70-mile route, which takes in Rutland Water, which is a 24-mile round route at the best of times. But yeah, the 70-mile route, even longer to go for. And lastly, we've got the 100-mile route, which kind of skips out Rutland Water, goes completely round it, drops absolutely down through Neville Holt, Weston by Welland to West Langton, where there's a food station. Grab it while you can. Comes back up north and then drops up towards where we are in Leicestershire. Now, hopefully, we can bring you footage from Mali. This footage, if this was happening in a gym, I would probably go. Fingers crossed, we can see what's happening in Mali as they gave their Rafa virtual rides a go.
Rafa Rides 21, this is Mali checking in.
Look at that. I love a good Chinook, a good Waka Waka. I think that's everybody's favourite plane in the Royal Air Force, or aircraft. I know I get into try. I get a hand slap all the time. But well done to the team that were in Mali as well. So thank you very much for all of your contributions. Well, we're drawing an end to the broadcast that's happening here live from Leicestershire for now. We'll be back at 14:45 with even more messages of support. We've got some big thanks to happen, and also our final fundraising target of the day. Now, you still have chance to influence this. All you need to do is go to justgiving.com and click Rafa Rides 2021. Thank you so much for all of your support. Please keep cheering on everybody that's taking part today, even yourself. Cheer yourself right now. That's it from me. Rachel will be back with you in an hour and 20-ish minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to go smash in a burger and brush up on my geography skills. Good luck to all our riders, and keep pedaling.